The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Richie James on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lance now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Murray on the move to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And, oh, boy, something you certainly don't want to see. Deebo Samuel still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Now, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 31, Murray.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara will give them the season series.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Murray now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And Lance now to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
The Lance going to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Second and 10.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Check 50, check 50. Slam.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Working from the gun, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On play action, Lance.
Out to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Kirk now, the return man.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
Sliding out of the pocket.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 7.
Play fake. Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding room at the 30. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They do go for it. It's Murray rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2020 wasn't the year that Chandler Jones would normally have because of a biceps injury. Only 1 sack in the 5 games played, but he had 17 sacks in 2017, 19 in 2019. Let's play some numerology here. Can he have 21 in 2021?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Rolling to his right.
That'll be complete to Sermon.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Lance. Unable to escape, and down he goes.
Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Again, it's Lance. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Samson Abuka. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On the move to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Mitchell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 3rd down. Mitchell, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Gold is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Murray to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Callum Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. Now it's Lance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw the touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
working with a 2nd and 3.
Murray now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco and this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync.
So for the Niners, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.